Hi friends, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Thank you for being here with me today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. I've got a reading today for my Sagittarius collective. Y'all are so extra. And when I say y'all, I mean we. I'm a Sagittarius rising. So this is a really interesting reading that's coming out just the way that the cards are talking to me. So we'll get to that, all right? Real quick, if you guys are interested in following me on social media or booking a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description box below, including a link to sign up for your monthly reading subscription. For only $17 a month is the lowest price. You can get a reading from me in your inbox once a month. There are, of course, other options if you want a little bit longer reading. But nonetheless, that's all down there in the description box below. Let's jump into your message today. This is timeless, all right? So I do set the intention with each of my readings that they will find you at the time that they make the most sense. If it doesn't resonate right away, keep these things in mind, all right? When I say you guys are being extra today, really what's happening is the way that the message is coming through in the cards is just really interesting. I have this tendency of picking anything that looks like a deck of cards and deciding to use them as a divination tool, which is how I came across this collection of landmarks at the dollar store, all right? And these are very intuitive messages. I don't know what any of these things mean in and of themselves, but they have messages when they come out. So let's talk about the message that came out for you today, okay? We have Eiffel Tower, the White House, and the Parliament building, all right? So the way that this story, and you guys are this card, all right? The way that boils down is this. Here's the connection. In its war for independence from the United Kingdom, from Great Britain, right? The United States of America's main ally was France, all right? So you're in a situation where you would like very much to help liberate somebody from what seems like an oppressive situation, oppressive dynamic, okay? There is a sense of justice is here on the table. You just know that what's going on is not right. And I think that there's a lot that's being hidden from you even. But you're definitely seeking justice in some way, shape, or form for advocating for somebody whose needs are not being met, who's not being heard, whose voice is not being heard, all right? And in fact, those three images coming out, I was like, I guess that's the connection. And then here's what I got. This Strength card. This is the second way in which this reading is being extra. This is 2 decks, the Shuffle Tarot. It is a lot. They're very, very thick. So it's just a lot to shuffle. But they tell a really good story. All right. So what we've got here are actually this King and Queen that are fighting with this lion. I'm going to be honest with you, for some of you guys, this is dealing with custody or even child support. Because we have the receipt of payment of some sort of tangible good. All right. It could be dollars. But what's going on is it's a battle between these two people, right? They're both fighting against the same, I don't know. Let me unpack this. This, by the way, is the King and Queen. The way I'm seeing it, it's the same people that are being thrown off of the tower. All right? This Strength card came out reversed. And so what it's saying to me is that there's something in this dynamic that's not being seen. And I think that it might be how do I say it? You're wanting to help advocate for somebody, bring justice into a situation, okay? But the truth of the matter is there's been some way, shape, or form in which you were preventing yourself from doing that for a long time, in which your pride was preventing you from doing that. There's just basically neither England nor France wants to admit the way in which pride has played into this entire dynamic. There might be a Leo at the center of this. Okay? But this is you. You see how the lion is biting? Okay, this is France trying to help America, Lady Liberty there, get free from the British Empire. You guys, I can't help it. I'm an academic. I'm a former academic. I'm an intellectual. My whole Scorpio reading was about Hamlet. I'm sorry. This is just the way that Spirit uses the messages they tap into what I already know in order for me to get across the message that needs to get out to you. All right? So that's what's going on here. Here's a declaration of independence. Okay? That's what this is. There's some sort of truth, some sort of declaration, some secret that needs to be revealed, right? For some of you, this is information that you are discovering. Like if you're France, right? You're like, ooh, I got this dirt on England that's going to help me even in a court of law. If not, when it comes to justice in a larger cosmic sense, you know that there are secrets and that you're going to, like, I don't know. I feel like this high priestess is like, I've been doing my research and look what I found. I was creeping around doing my research and nobody knew I was doing my research, and look what I found. I found this document that supports this truth. And I really do, I don't get this a lot, but for some of you guys, this is a truth that you can bring to a court of law. And it gets you dollars. I don't know what this is, but this is a gift. This is a judgment in your favor. And it's supported by the divine. I'm actually resonating with this right now. But I always try to read it in a way that it resonates with as many of us as it is meant to, of course. So I'm going to proceed as such. Now, England's big issue is their ego. Let's just say that. We know that. Everybody knows that's Britain's problem. I'm kidding. I probably just lost some viewers there. I love you guys. I've been to London. It's gorgeous. The people there are beautiful. Actually, they were just not a big fan of me as an American at the time. But I don't blame you. I'm not blaming anybody about that. Anyways, so you are in this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, which is beautiful because you see how there's this like, I almost said sunrise, but it almost feels like a sunset. The sun is setting on something in your life. And that is whatever was sabotaging you from enforcing justice or from speaking the truth in the past, the sun is setting on that now. Okay, you got dreams and visions for the future, but you've been stuck. You've been sitting there just picking petals off a sunflower instead of dreaming your dreams and following them and pursuing them. Okay, you're just sitting there. And in fact, like the whole Hamlet thing in Scorpio was the to be or not to be. And I feel like, I know it's more like he loves me not. And it's not, that's not the vibe I'm getting. It's almost like a, do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? Do I follow my dreams or do I stay and make sure that justice is served? Okay, and there's a lot of emotion surrounding this situation that you're not looking directly at. And for some of you, that's a good thing, because if you stopped and you looked at how emotional the whole situation makes you, it would be difficult for you to maintain your composure and your power and your energy as the Queen of Wands. So for some of you guys, blocking out all the emotion that's tied up in this is the best thing that you can do. Because I'm going to tell you what, Justice card, it's not about emotion. It's about a balance between logic and emotion. Same with the High Priestess. It's about a balance between logic and emotion. For some of you guys, I'm also getting a sense of timing. Do you see how this river has always been running through? This is a long-standing issue. And there's always been this river running through it, meaning there's always been some sort of emotion attached to it. All right. This is somebody that will also benefit from this justice being served, right? Okay. So if there's a judgment in your favor and you receive a large sum of money, some of that money is going to somebody else. Like I said at the beginning, this could be a child support thing. Okay. It could be about just whatever judgment is made in your favor also benefits somebody else, somebody who potentially depends on you. What does it say? Trust it. Sorry, you guys. I just got new glasses. I have like 3 pairs of glasses now. And one is really good for certain things. And one is really good for the other. Oh, okay. It's just like the Shuffle Tarot, where it came from. Trust it and it will be your life compass. For some of you guys, you've been called to enforce this justice. Like it's what your inner compass is pointing you towards. Okay? But if there is some sort of judgment here or any sort of plans that have been put on hold because of the absence of justice in this situation, understand there will be judgment. There will be justice brought into this situation. Plans can begin to be formed again, and people will have the resources that they need. Y'all, I'm like, I love England and stuff like that, but right now they're not my favorite. I'm just letting you know. The way they're showing up in this reading is not my favorite. What else do we have here? I feel like that's short and sweet. I don't want to cut you guys off from... Everybody else got like 25 minutes in their reading, but I'm letting you guys know this is coming up pretty short and sweet. This here, okay, we got a little more talking to do, says Spirit. This is the Healing the Mind and Spirit cards. Let's see what lesson or message, because, whoa, want to come out. This is where, this is what's being, the sun is setting for you guys, all right? Remember when I said you've been sitting here like, oh, what do I do? What do I not do? Kind of thing. Hold on, there's another card. I release negative thoughts and emotions from my life. When you let go of negative thoughts and emotions, you'll discover inner peace, joy, and happiness. In this situation, also justice. There's been some sort of negative thought pattern within you that has kept you from pursuing this justice in the past. I honor my relationships with loving care and attention. Renew your relationships through loving action. The relationship is living and alive in the present. It is not a thing of the past. I think that what this is saying to me is whatever happened between France and England in the past, there is an opportunity to have a new relationship moving forward. And I'll tell you what, France and England got some history. Okay. So I almost feel as if there are multiple relationships here in question. But I also feel like this, I honor my relationships with loving care and attention. I almost feel like Spirit wants me to say, I honor myself with loving care and attention. For some of you guys, this is a matter of getting what is yours, getting what has always been owed to you, stepping into your power and demanding justice out of a situation that has been oppressive towards you or towards somebody that you care very much about. Okay? And then you do have some guidance that's coming through this angels and ancestors oracle cards. This actually is coming through very strong right now. Spirit is letting you know that they are helping you almost like orchestrate this. It's an interesting vibe for Sagittarius. It's just not what I typically get. Yes. Wait for important information. You see this red cloak? And then it gets hung up in the background of the, like, something that Spirit is working to get some sort of information in your hand. I almost feel like Spirit is trying to get you some document, right? So that they can be there on your day in court or whatever this judgment is coming from. Do you see this red cloak in the background? Spirit is saying, we are here. We're working. We are your ally in bringing justice to this situation. If that's what you're trying to do right now, Sagittarius, you are definitely trying to do the right thing. Spirit is on your side. That shot out. Healing information. The medicine guardian. Something about what comes out here or the changes that take place as a result of this justice, of this judgment, it's going to be very, very healing. I think for you and for anybody else involved, okay? But I especially get the feeling that, look at this. You see the green? Something about this would be like in the whole metaphor, France and England are enemies and they're fighting over the United States of America, essentially, right? This is healing for the United States of America, for whoever that third party is. Whatever it is that they receive at this time is something that really is going to bring them clarity and healing and maybe a little hope, all right? It is a heavy energy, but it is one that is being beautifully transmuted in partnership with Spirit at this time. So, sending you lots of love. Give me a like if you felt like you resonated with this message. And I unfortunately do not have an extended today. That's what I've got for you. That's what I'm going to leave you with. Y'all take care, and I'll see you again soon.